Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Doug Dennerline, Chairman and CEO of Betterworks, to discuss Make Work Better, revolutionizing how great bosses leave and get feedback and empower employees, a resource for HR leaders, performance managers, CEOs, and HR practitioners at every level who want to improve employee performance, amplify engagement in company culture, and empower people. Doug, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill.
Give us an overview of the book. What does Make Work Better show HR professionals?
Yeah, I wrote this book with Jamie Aiken, and the perspective here is when a CEO understands how a helpful and really good CHRO, Chief People Officer, attack an organization, the impact it can have on the business. Because today, many people still use very old, antiquated technology processes to manage people, which research says everybody hates. So this book's all about giving them a roadmap on how to build a process that actually works in today's environment.
HR is late to the game in terms of technology. What is the profession doing to embrace change?
Yeah, well, they're being forced to embrace change. I think for a couple of reasons. The new model for work is all over the map, and I think people working from home is going to stay here, whether some organizations are trying to force people back to work and seeing the effects of that. And the expectations of people in the workforce today is they want a consumer-like experience. They don't want some old antiquated process. They want to know what they're used to when they go onto the web. And so they're being forced to go out and look in the market to see what kind of technologies exist today that give them a better experience at work.
Why should HR leaders take the human-centric approach?
Well, the command and control doesn't work anymore in today's work environment. The power of an organization lies largely with the employees today. They can tell the world what's it like to work here or don't come here to work. And so we really need to make it so that they have an engaging experience. They understand what a company's trying to accomplish with their mission and in attracting their best talent versus being told what to do in their job. Those days are over. People will not work for companies that, are using old systems to, again, the environment at work is not good.
Doug, one thing that stuck out to me in the book was the point that you and Jamie had iterated, that organizations should empower and not just employ. Tell us more about that distinction.
Yeah, well, we're really focused on performance management as a company as well. So historically, that's after the year's over. It's backwards looking. It's giving you feedback that you try to remember what you and I did with that person over the course of the year. It's something that's more lightweight, that's done on a regular ongoing basis, lightweight check-ins on an ongoing basis, creating a much better experience for manager or employee. It's around accomplishment, not around how did you perform? Let's set our goals together each quarter. Let's sit down and say, how'd you do it against those goals? It's a manager be invested in the employee and the employee be invested in the manager in a very different way than the traditional performance process that have been done in the past.
You had mentioned the Chief People Officer. Why should HR leaders have a seat at the table in the C-suite?
Yeah, Jill, it's amazing to be in a role like mine. I used to manage a very large organization and did all those terrible HR processes that the past had used. And we see now when you find an HR person who is a mirror to the CEO saying, you know what, this is the strategy for the company. This is your team. This team is not going to get you where you need to be in 5 years. You need to move this person out, get the person with these kinds of skills. And acts as that leader for a CEO, and a CEO now realizes, you know what, the most important asset in my company is my people. And those two paired together can make a really impactful change on the experience people have at work. And that drives better outcomes, drives better engagement, and actually makes companies perform better when they do it a different way.
All right, Doug, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.